Hey guys, Roger Langell from Charlotte, North Carolina. Co-owner at DS Domination. Getting ready to kick this off here in just a second for you. If you could do me a quick favor and just type in the chat box if you have any, if you can just let me know if you can hear me okay, if you can see the screen okay, if everything's okay, if you're okay, weather's okay, life's okay. Awesome. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Good. So if you've been on any of the webinars before, um, there's usually three of us out here, but I'm flying solo tonight. It's very weird. I did probably 10 million billion, no, probably 500 eBay solo webinars. Now I kind of get comfortable with these guys, so it's a little different being out here solo. But I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on. For all the guests here, I would encourage you to grab a pen and paper, and I'll give you a little background on myself. For nearly 10 years now, I had done 1.2 to 1.8 million dollars in sales from my living room, which was an incredible six-figure income for me. I started at this sounds like one of those stories, right? I was flipping pizzas at a pizza restaurant. Let me just grab a little background here. Let me mute that out. Okay, cool. So I was flipping pizzas at this restaurant. I own half the restaurant, and I was getting really bored after a few years, and I started recognizing that people were selling this Coke memorabilia on eBay. I wanted some Coke stuff for the restaurant, and I started looking, and I had these Coke cups that were selling on eBay for $26 for 6 of them. So I turned around and started selling them. I started making some money, became enamored by eBay, came home, and kind of tapped into something that I'll explain to you guys after I show you how much money's at stake. So what I'm going to show you tonight is absolutely undeniably, unless I own eBay and Amazon, that you can really work from home and make significant money. And then I'm going to show you exactly why it works, and then I'm going to show you how phenomenal it's been for everybody else. So without further ado, I'm going to hop on here. And I just have Amazon and eBay open up right now. And on Amazon, I'm just going to type in green. I think last presentation I typed in dishes and did the same thing. And before that, it was blue and stuff like that. And on Amazon, I'm just going to grab one of these things right here, this green spouts warming plate right here. And I'm going to copy part of this title, okay? And then I'm going to go over to eBay and I'm going to say, okay, can we make any money on this green sprouts $7.99 water plate? Of course, this is going to put you into retirement, but it's just a starting point, and you'll see where the ending point is here shortly. And when I go through here, I see there's several green spout watering plates, whatever the heck these things are. I imagine they make bean sprouts or something like that, but there they are, and they're up here on eBay right now for sale. Okay, you can come over here, during the webinar, and you can buy them if you want to. But I go ahead and I click on one of these, and my thinking is I don't want to sell this. This one happened to sell for $12. I'm not interested in selling this water plate here. I'm interested to see if they're using Amazon as their supplier. What you're going to see tonight is Amazon.com is going to be your supplier, and eBay is going to be your venue for selling items. So when I click on this see other items right here, what I notice is these all white backgrounds behind these dishes. These are photos, clearly you couldn't take these in your home, right? Unless you threw this in midair and got a perfect shot. This is an all white background photo, which is indicative of Amazon's photos. So if I go, okay, well, you're using Amazon photos, you got 9,533 listings up for sale. Let's see if you're making any money at all. So if I go through and I click on this Coleman Camping thing right here, and I go, okay, he sold one of these for $28.22. He charged $6 shipping, which means he took in about $34. His customer paid him $34. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab part of that title. I'm going to head over to Amazon. I'm going to see what their cost was from Amazon. And I click that and put that in. I see it's $23, $24. A markup of 10 bucks. So they actually made about $6 or $7 in that listing because you got to pay a little bit of eBay fees. So they made $6 or $7, no big deal. They're not retiring yet. So let's just take a look and keep looking at items and factor out the math and see how much money is actually being made here. So here they sold this garment rack for $37 plus $6, about $43, and they sold 3 of them. So if I grab part of this garment rack and copy that, and I head over to Amazon and I say, okay, what was your cost on that garment rack? And I click go. and I see it's $32.48. And again, I see they got about $43, a markup of $10 times 3 sold, $30. They made about $20, $25. So they've made about $35 so far. I'll look at one more. I'll look at the book. I don't usually look at books. I don't sell books, but here they sold one of these books for $17 plus $4, $21. And if I grab part of their title and I head over to Amazon.com and put that in the search, they sold that for $21. Their cost was $15. So I made about $3 on that. Actually $6 minus fees. I made $3 or $4. So if I go through there, I say they've made $30 or $40. And again, I can keep clicking on items. I won't research them, but here they sold one of those for $27 plus $4. And I keep going and I click on this and I see they sold 3 of those. And I keep going and I click on this and I see they didn't sell any of those, which is good because it's just looking too good to be true right now. So I'm glad they didn't sell any of those. And they didn't sell any of those. Awesome. So as I go through and start clicking on items, some sold and some didn't sell, and here they sold 2 of those milkshake makers. You'll find you'll sell at about 60-65% clip. Here's the fun part. When you put an item up for sale, it's going to take you about 4 minutes to put that item up for sale. 4 minutes. And let's say they made $5. Let's say their average was $5 that they made. Well, how much is that an hour? It's $75 an hour. Now, if you're paying attention really close, you might say, well, okay, you got to ship that item out, so that's more time. But what happens is once you list this milkshake maker and you sell out of them, they auto relist, so it doesn't even take you that 4 minutes. So it's an easy way to make an incredible income. I've helped people on eBay make deep 6-figure incomes, and you know, many stories. I've told many of them here on a call. One of my favorites was John up in Virginia. And John got with me when I was doing personal one-on-one training for $2,500. And we're not talking anything like that tonight. And he was working at Walmart. He was a manager, a night manager. And he would tell me to call him around 3 or 4 in the afternoon when he finally woke up, had a family. And after he started making some really good money, he wanted to leave his job. And I was petrified. I said, yeah, quit your job, man. Just do this. Because this was really early on in my eBay career, my eBay training career. And I said, John, why don't you take 2 weeks vacation, max it out, see what you can make, and see if it's just such a comfort zone you can leave your job. So before his 2 weeks vacation came up, he had this big family outing, a big weekend picnic type thing, and everybody was hanging out, hanging around the bonfire that night, and he had to go back and get ready for his Walmart job. And he just quit on the spot, and now John's making 6 figures, never worked at Walmart again, and I'm super proud of him. But we have, you know, so many stories like that. So fast forward, I'm going to give you guys a few answers to some of the questions I know you guys already have before I even check the question box, because I've been doing this for quite some time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll up here, and I'm going to look at this speckled Coleman camping kit again. And when I take part of this kit here and I head over to Amazon.com and I put this into a search and click paste, what I want to show you is if you're doing the math and seeing that they made $5, $10 or whatever in 3-4 minutes work, if you don't know this program, you might say to yourself, well, you got to buy this and ship it and everything else. No, shipping's free, and there's no risk because you don't buy this thing, okay? What happens is they take this image right here and they move it over to eBay, and there it is. They then take the description, 24-piece enamelware cutlery set, and they move that over to eBay, 24-piece enamelware cutlery set, and then they put it up for sale. Okay, now, when this item sells, let's say you bought it on the phone right now, and you're on eBay, and your name's Jack, and you went ahead and you saw that on eBay and you bought it, Jack. You would pay that customer, that person that was selling that product, the $34. So that person has the $34, Jack. You paid for it. You just bought yourself some Coleman cookware. What happens is the person will then come on to Amazon.com, click on this Add to Cart button, and then proceed to checkout, and they will fill in Jack's information and send this product right here directly to Jack wherever he lives in the United States. Okay, then Jack gets the product. Jack's like, cool, I'm going camping, awesome. Well, what happened? The seller on eBay paid $24, Jack paid 34, difference of $10. The seller on eBay, 4 minutes work. Okay, so all they're doing is taking images and descriptions and using the training for optimizing titles and stuff that we've built up, we're going to talk about later on here tonight, to make an incredible income. Now, I could go all over eBay and show you all kinds of people doing this, and you might say something like, well, what about the competition? Well, I want to show you guys really quickly how the competition works. There's 25 million items or so for sale on Amazon right now, okay? We could literally have 500,000 people trained on how to do this, and they could put up 50 items each and make themselves $250 a month. Now, we're not even counting that you're going to have differences in titles, differences in price, differences in location, differences in how people find you, etc., etc. So there is such a vast market here. Saturation in what we're doing is less likely than the Walmart stock plummeting on the NASDAQ tomorrow because there's saturation with Walmart buyers, okay? A local Walmart in your area, why I say that, your local Walmart has, you know, a radius of 50, 100 miles to pull on. We have the entire United States to pull on. In fact, my site, when I was up selling on eBay, we get 12 to 20,000 visitors a day. Where did those visitors come from? Did I have to optimize traffic or anything? No. I just did a good title. This was the only like 2 seconds of thought I had to put into the whole listing when I used to do eBay. So what you would do is if you saw this seller, you would come along and you'd say, okay, I'm going to put up for $27.99 and I'm going to out-title this person. And then and how do you out-title the person? Well, the training's I'll show you a little bit later, but here, what if you had dishes in your title? And what if somebody typed in Coleman dishes? Well, this person doesn't have dishes, so you would come up and search, and this person wouldn't. So not only if you came up against him, you'd be a little bit cheaper, but this person would, you would have better optimized titles, so you're going to be found more, and you're matter-of-factly going to sell more. Now, you might think if everybody's undercutting each other, what about the competition? Well, we already talked about that, right? And I want to show you matter-of-factly what we're doing. Take a look at this model right here. Now, what I'm showing you right now is, you know, just the real world. You know, we all know that a lot of the products made in China, okay? We always say, you know, this stuff's made in China. Everything's made in China, okay? And then it's found by some sort of buyer, traditionally. Some buyer for Walmart or some other company gets it. And then there's some other markup. You know, maybe a vendor buys a whole bunch of it, and a middleman, we'll call them a vendor. We'll call them a middleman. And then we'll go ahead and we'll have another person, you know, the main source, okay? And you guys have all accidentally done the model that I just showed you guys throughout your life. And what does that mean? I mean, you had to have one time in your life said, hey, I only paid 50 bucks for that, and I got 100 for it. I bought this at a yard sale and paid 20 for it, and I got 40 for it. So you're just tapping into this process. Now, this is the big point picture that I need you guys to understand here on this call. So, of course, the stuff's made dirt cheap in China, and then some sort of buyer comes over, and the buyer is sent over by a middleman, and then the middleman gets it to a main source, and then along comes the customer to buy that product, right? Okay. So we've never been able to tap into that. We couldn't really go over to China for the most part, and we couldn't, you know, find the guy who does this. He might be our buddy or something, might be able to get a little bit of product if we know the right guy, or jump in here and make some money, or, you know, sit outside the warehouse or something like that. The best we can do is wait till the final price goes on sale at the main source, whether it's, you know, Walmart, Sears, Kmart, wherever the physical store is, whether or not we can wait for it to go on sale. That's the best we could do. Well, when the internet came along, and you all of a sudden had all these internet stores, what was the value of the internet stores? We all thought the value of the internet stores was convenience, and we thought it was cheaper prices, and we thought it was, you know, different items, variety. So we looked at it and we said, okay, the value of the internet on these internet stores is pretty cool. We get all this stuff, and everybody missed it. And then when eBay came along, we said, well, what's the power of eBay? Well, the power of eBay is, we can sell our junk on there. Okay, cool. That's for sure. But what if now that there's all these internet stores and there's a main source right here, which is now eBay instead of your physical Walmart, and all of this process right here is now made up of middleman stores, your .coms. Why can't you become the vendor? Why can't you be this guy or this girl or this guy and then sell it at the main source, which is eBay? Well, you can. And you might say to yourself, why does that work? Why don't people just go to Amazon? Take a look at the shirt you're wearing. Did you go to China and get that at the cheapest price? Did your mother knit that for you? Or did you pay some price because you liked it? It's cool design, it's warm, whatever. It's, it goes with what you're wearing. Did you pay the rock bottom price? You didn't. Now, we're not paying the rock bottom price to make Amazon our supplier, but what we're saying is we're falling in here somewhere and bringing it to the market here. And that's all we're doing. I did that for nearly a decade, did $1.2 million in sales to $1.8 million in sales. It was amazingly easy, okay? So what happened fast forward is I turned around and I started, training people, as I said, and then I started learning how to sell the product online. Like the product itself was the eBay trading. How to do what I just showed. It seems pretty simplistic, right? But there's different things to trip over, and if you don't have the training, you're going to trip over them, unfortunately. The good news is I got to trip on my face 1 million times for you. So I started doing the training, and I didn't have any online skill sets. I was doing a one-on-one on the phone. And then I learned how to build a site and get some traffic going. I was stumbling and bumbling through that, and some people were learning how to do eBay. And then I met up with my two business partners, if you haven't met them yet, Kevin Hokawana from Japan, Hitesh down in Texas. And we took this product and we recognized and we beta tested it, and we had people try it, and we sold it, and I tested it, and friends of family tested it, and over again. All everybody could do was make money. So we said, well, okay, if everybody's making money with this, how do we bring it out to the masses? How would you on this call bring this to the masses if you wanted everybody to make money? Would you crumple this up and put it on a Walmart shelf and say, hey, $29.95, learn how to sell? You couldn't do it, right? Would you do an infomercial? Maybe if you knew the right people. I don't know how to do an infomercial. I don't know who to call and be on TV. So what we did is we said, all right, let's take these levels of training and build out what we call DS Domination. Now, I'm just showing you the first level of training. This is just, what I just showed you is encompassed in like 20 modules, 25-minute modules. And those 5-minute modules, you watch over my shoulder, and you learn how to make money, just like everybody else that's already in here is making money. And these 20-something modules, I'll show them to you. I won't show them to you, but I'll show you how it works in DS Domination. I'm going to go ahead and log into the back office. Now, just a quick reminder, this is the next evolution for us to bring this to market, to make sure you guys, make sure people on this call, make sure people can now make money from home. Go ahead and type in the chat if you think you can copy and paste an image and a description over to eBay and start making money with what I just showed you. So what we did was we put it all back here for you, and we call this DS Domination Pro. DS Domination Pro is what you just saw, but it's got all the tools in there to help you do it easier, faster, and help you through the hurdles. And when I say all the tools, I'm going to quickly go to Module 1. It's called Moving Forward with eBay Dropshipping. Now watch what happens when I press play. The audio will mess up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press play here really quick. Now, what I want you to see there, guys, is that you're looking at my computer screen in there, right? It's not an ebook going, hey, go onto eBay, and you're actually watching me. We call it over my shoulder. You're actually sitting in my living room. I'm not making you popcorn, but you're sitting there watching me do it. And you go through the videos. You're like, okay, click sell. I can do that. Oh, it's right there on my screen too. Cool, Roger. My screen looks like yours. And then you go through those steps and you start making money. And we call that the pro version of DS, okay? Awesome. I got that message. Hey, Tesh. So we call that the pro version, and the pro version in DS Domination is $19.95 a month. Wow. So $19.95 a month, literally, you saw that Coleman cookware set, you sell one or two of those, and the rest of the money is completely yours, all right? Now, what I did from there is I took out, and I understand, I did what you just saw there, again, for 10 years. I made some serious money, but then I started making these connections all over the internet, and I found what was right and what was wrong and how to use other sites and how to make sure they were legitimate, how to process returns with them, all of that, et cetera, et cetera. And I rolled out something called DS Domination Elite. Now, DS Domination Elite, instead of making $5, $10, $15, $20 a sale, you make $50, $100 a sale. You start, and there's videos on there that people can show you, that you can take a look at and see the amazing profits, just like I showed you on Amazon. Same system, only there's items there that are less competitive and higher priced and more in demand, and you can make $50, $100 a sale, and that price point on that is $99 a month. Okay, now on that price point right there, you know, you can make your money back literally in one sale, okay? And from there I took it up another notch. And I took all of the programs, all of the training, all of the websites, everything that was available, and I put in additional sites, additional suppliers, the top places, the secret places, and I added different techniques I use, cashback reward programs, different things like that. Matter of fact, I show you how to get more money back from cashback rewards as you're growing your business anyway than the item even cost. And this was a $249 one-time cost. Okay, and we call that DS Domination Unleashed. Now, what we did from there was crazy, and people that know me and people that have heard me on the calls, I did not want to do this. In fact, I'm still bitterly upset about it. I'm not bitterly upset about it, but what we did was we reversed everything, and we went over to Amazon.com, and we took all of the suppliers that we have, and we said, okay, let's show people how to do this on Amazon.com. Now, that doesn't mean much to you right now. But here's the thing. Amazon has 10 to 100 times the traffic and 100 times less sellers. It's way less competition, way more traffic, and way better traffic. Who's on eBay? On eBay, there's buyers and there's sellers that make up the community, right? It's like a bazaar, a flea market, or farmer's market, right? On Amazon, it's 99% customers and relatively few sellers. Why? Not because I had the ingenuity to come up with the ability to sell on Amazon. It's difficult to sell on Amazon. There's different things you have to do. You have to have barcodes and different things like that to be able to sell on Amazon. It's not difficult in nature of like complex levels that you have to be a NASA scientist to do, but it's difficult that you can't do it remotely on your own. You need explained and trained on it. And what happens over at Amazon is they have so many gaping holes of product they do not have, all right? If I type in swing set, and we all know what a swing set is, and you know, over here, if I type in swing set, and I'm looking for a nice wooden swing set for my 6-year-old girl whose birthday's this Saturday, and she's not getting a swing set. She's getting a trampoline, don't tell her. But if I type in swing set over here, I want a wooden swing set for my daughter. Well, here's one for $149 that you have to build. This doesn't even come with the wood, all right? Here's a swing set swing. I don't want that. She's 6. Here's another one down here. You got to add the wood. Here's another one down here. It's all metal. Here's another one down here. Bracket, as you go through, you quickly realize there's no all wooden swing sets that you buy and your daughter's on a swing the next day. It doesn't exist, but it exists from different suppliers. So what if you put the only wooden swing set on Amazon, okay? And you turn around, you're the only person on $1 billion site with thousands and thousands and thousands of customers looking for a wooden swing set every month, and you're the only person in town. Well, I'm going to train you how not only to put that up there, but how to know to put that up there, all right? And we call that monopoly. And it's a fitting term because really you're monopolizing at that point. It's just total, complete domination, $50, $100, $200 sales, and not one a month, sometimes 5, 10 a day on the same product. So we call that monopoly, all right? And these are all the products that are in here. Now, we recommend, we're a different company. We don't want you to come out and just go, I want that monopoly, okay? We want you to work up. We want you to come in and do the DS Domination Pro and start making money with that and use that money to come in here and get into the elite, use that money to come in and join the elite. I mean, you can get them all at once, but certainly if you don't have the time, don't get them all at once and think you just push a button. As easy as we made it, those videos are about 4 or 5 minutes. Within an hour or less, you'll be up listing items on DS Pro and making money. The same thing with Elite, same thing with Unleashed. Monopoly will probably take you about 2 hours to understand that, all right? But what do we have here? Again, let's go back to the models. Let's draw it out for you. If I go over to my little paint, and I put this up here, and I look at kind of the structure of a lot of things in life. You have a company, and you have, in the real world, employees, and you have customers, okay? And there's no arguing that. So we call this the company, and we call this the customers, and this is going to be the real world physical building stuff, okay? This is kind of what most of you are experiencing on this right now. And you have the employee, you. So what happens in the real world is the customers, they pay money, the money goes into the company. The company sells peanut butter or whatever. And then the company pays employees money. Awesome. Pretty good model. It's been around for 1 million years. The problems with it in general life are you're an employee. You're trading your time for money. You're leaving your family. You're taking your 2 vacations a year or your 1 vacation a year. Your 401k, you know, I don't want to go down a bad path of what might be happening to you, okay? But in general, look around and everybody's not on the yacht, on the beach, relaxing, at the zoo on a Tuesday afternoon. They're all working, okay? And this is the model. This is the regular model for 98% of the world, okay? Company's doing well, and then the company could fluctuate because the customers go down because of competition, et cetera, and the company could flounder. Your job's not completely solidified. So while it's a pretty solid model, there's a lot of weaknesses in it. The number one is you're working, right? Number two is you're relying on this company, okay? And the company's relying on customers. So it's not a house of cards, but it is certainly an opportunity to not be around forever. And I think that's proven in the model that the average person gets, you know, 4 to 6 major jobs in their lifetime if they can find one. So let's go ahead and let's change it up a little bit, and let's make that employee down there an affiliate. We call it an affiliate. An affiliate's kind of a broad stroke term, depending how you look at it, but it's somebody that can make money on the internet, okay? And let's change this company name right here, and we'll call that company, just in your mind's eye, DS Domination. That's us. Oops, let me take that out. We'll call this DS Domination. That's us. That's the program you're looking at right there. And then the customer's still the customer, okay? So what happens now is, remember traditionally the money flowed like this. So let's say you're a customer and you're learning how to make money, and you pay DS Domination, matter of factly us, at the pro level, say $19.95 a month, okay? And then we say, all right, we have what are called affiliates, and those are people that might have invited you to this call to show you this opportunity to make money. and we're going to pay them. Matter of fact, we're going to pay them about 70. Well, we're going to pay them 75%. Meaning, if our company takes in $100,000, likely we'll pay out about $750,000. All right. So it's good to be an affiliate and make money with DS Domination. But like the models of the regular job that you guys have, there's still a weakness in here. Generally, in the past, there's been a weakness. What happens if the customer's not satisfied with their pizza, with their hamburger, with their Amway product, with their milkshake? They go away. And then if the customer goes away, they have to be replaced with what? Another customer. Well, in our model, instead of the customer getting a product that they don't normally want or don't normally use, a health product, a weight loss product, something, hey, you know what? We got a weight loss product, and you need to lose some weight. Okay, this isn't us. This is just me talking as another company. And you decide to be a customer. Well, how long are you going to be a customer for before you drop off? But what if your product was money? What if you, as the customer, made money? Well, when are you quitting? And why would you join and get a milkshake or something else? Why would you do that when you're making money and you can just go buy whatever it is you want? And how do you make that money? You do the drop shipping program. DS stands for drop shipping, drop ship domination. We dominate eBay with all of the trading that we have. We're riddled with comments on Facebook and everything else. I'm sure you've seen the screenshot after screenshot, if you're on here, of people making fortunes using DS Domination. We just had a gentleman, Rodney Burton. Rodney Burton just broke through. You know, I have to say results not typical. I don't know all that stuff, but just broke through over $3,000. He's been doing this for 10 days, okay? Like, not sales, money in pocket that he's made with this. And we have countless stories of that. So, and he just showed me that, and we're so proud. We're so happy about what's going on here. This is not your typical sales webinar. This is you just heard about Google webinar. We are changing an industry that drastically needs to be changed, whether it's the physical job or you're in a network marketing company or something like that. When you make sure the customer is making money, the customer don't leave, okay? The customer makes money, the company makes money, the affiliate makes money, everybody is happy, all right? Now, DS Domination, I don't have the comp plan up here in front of me. Again, I'm flying solo, and usually these guys will grab a couple of those parts, but it's okay. It's not a complicated compensation plan. It's incredibly easy. There's no, if you get two and you qualify and you spin a bottle on top of your head, you make some money if you pay your, there's none of that. What happens is we pay out on the first level 50%. What does that mean? Well, let's say your buddy comes in and he wants to do the $19.95. Well, you get $10 of that, roughly. I'll take the roughly out because all of our numbers aren't even, but from now on, I'm just going to say you would get $10, all right? And then let's say he decided, okay, he's killing it at the $19.95, and he wants to do a $99 monthly and make $100 sales profits. Well, you would get $50 of that money, okay? And the second level is 10%. And what does that mean? Well, let me draw the levels out first. 5%, and then 3%, and then 2, and then 1. I'll put 1. The last 5 levels are 1%. Okay? So let's go ahead and say your buddy comes in. Let's do some stick figures. Now, I don't even want to do traditional stuff. Let's say this is you right here, and your buddy comes in, and they sign up. You're going to get 50% of their monthly, 50% of anything they buy, 50% of any money they spend. And basically, you referred your friend or someone that you knew or someone online, and you decided, hey, you're making too much money, let's share the wealth. And that's an important point in our program. You know, when you're out there and you're trying to sell something, you're trying to sell makeup or Tupperware or something like that, you're trying to sell something. And you might be good at it, you might be bad at it, but it's still trying to sell something. Here, when you come in and you start going out there and you start making money, you're not trying to sell something anymore. You're trying to share something. And when you switch from selling to helping, It's so much easier. You know, here's a good movie. You got to check this movie out. It's awesome. And when you switch in that facet and start telling people, hey, look at this movie, or look how much money I'm making, and hey, yeah, this is how I did pay for the new car. It's called DS Domination. And as you start growing out and more people start working with you, you start creating what? A residual income. Because eBay, as fantastic as it is and as much money it's going to be made there for you, you're still trading time for money, okay? And I left eBay right about the time I was up in Nova Scotia, Canada on vacation. And eBay has these vacation settings in place where when you go on vacation, you can click a box and the customers can't buy your items from you. Really cool. Except it was in beta phase when I was up in Nova Scotia, Canada, so I was on vacation. All these customers are hitting me. And I was like, I don't want to trade time for money anymore. And I started looking at how I could start creating a residual income. And I went to other companies, and I was the top person in every company, or everyone I was in. And then I said, well, there's problems, there's flaws here, and the customer's not making money. The customer's buying a product, and we're trying to sell the customer a product, and we're trying to hope he has enough money to continue doing that product, enough motivation to stay on that product. But now everybody can afford to stay on the product because the product is more money than what they are paying out. Okay? And you might say, well, what about the training? What about when they learn it all? We're rolling in. Besides the fact that we establish a relationship with folks that we work with and support them fully, we're rolling out so much more software that will help you auto list your items onto eBay. Software that just, it's incredible stuff we're rolling in at each level, okay? So this is DS Domination. This is what we're talking about. I'm going to take a quick pause and answer some questions. But the breakdown of it is you can decide you want to be a customer and start going and rocking out and making that money on eBay tonight. And there's various levels to be a customer at. You would start at the pro, and then you can decide if you want the elite and the unleash, the monopoly. And for the network marketers out there and the lead traffic people, we'll have this launched here in about 24 hours or so. This is our marketing extreme pack. My talents are pretty specific to eBay. And these guys that I'm working with, their talents are, well, they're multi-talented, but they're incredible at lead generation, okay? And you're going to be able to buy leads in here and put your autoresponder in there. And if you're thinking about becoming a customer, you don't know what those words are, you don't have to worry about it. And you can actually just buy leads, and the leads just start pouring in from top lead generation people. We have incredible capture pages that I've never seen in my life, and just mind-boggling what we have put together here. And I'm going to show you guys this, and I should have, I can't help it. Just so you know what's in front of you, I'm going to show my former company's Alexa ranking. And Alexa is the determination of how popular a website is on the internet. Now, what I'm about to show you is an 8-year-old company with $1 billion in sales, with I don't even know how many customers, millions maybe of customers. I'm going to type this in here, and I'm going to do a search. And their number in the US, their traffic rank, how popular their website is 5,818. Okay? 8 years old. We're barely over 8 days old. And our rank is 5,345. And most of the world hasn't found out about it, and yes, it's worldwide. So if you're looking at this as a marketer, you've just hopped off the webinar and started enrolling. If you're looking at this as a customer, you know, and thinking about promoting it someday, you'll either do it naturally or unnaturally. Someone will show you how to do it and talk to other people, or you'll just start rolling through and making money, and you'll want to do it anyway. We call it organic growth, natural growth, and we know that if our customers make money, they're just going to tell everybody about it, just like everything that you have that gives you enjoyment and releases endorphins in your brain. So super cool. I'm going to hop on here, guys, and let me go over to my questions panel here really quick. And what I want to tell you guys tonight, before I start answering questions, I want to show you something. I spelled that wrong. This is dsdomination.com. And the folks that invite you to this webinar, don't worry about what we did on our end, but if you decide you want to get started right now and you decide that you're going to forgive my spelling because I can't spell. Oh my goodness, DS Domination. All right. If you want to get started right now, then you will be connected to the person that brought you here. Before I start answering any questions, if you want to go here to dsdomination.com/sign up, we set up the registration so anybody that brought anybody onto the registration, the techie guys in the invisible computer world has made it so you'll automatically be tagged to them or cookie to them or connected to them. So they'll get credit for bringing you and showing you and changing your life, matter of factly. And I bring this up before we answer any questions because I know a lot of people are just ready to go. I just want to go right now and get started and shut up, weird guy from North Carolina. So with that, I'll go ahead and I'll start going through and answering any type of questions you have on this product right here. Okay. The one-time $249 gives you everything. No, it doesn't. First, there's the Monopoly, which is $4.99. That's the inversion. And all of these are standalone products. We didn't want to do, and we've had some pretty heavy marketers come in here and say, well, why don't we do for $1,000 you get this, this, and that. We didn't want to do that. We want the customer to not get overwhelmed and go up through different levels. We don't want you to go buy everything right away. You can, okay, and get started and get trained, especially if someone's brought you here that's really strong and can support you through that, and you're an action taker. But no, every product is definitely separate, and you build up alone. They're standalone products. Awesome. If you're on here and you're in DS Domination already, and you're asking a question, specific to DS Domination or eBay question or something like that, we have a help desk that you can visit and go ahead and put that in there. I spend countless hours in there helping people. This webinar is not for, this is for people that were invited to see this for the first time and might have questions, not a Q and answer session, but our help desk is certainly extremely accommodating, and we're in there and you'll get a rapid answer to that, okay? What payment processors are used to get our affiliate commission? How do you get paid? We have multiple payment processors. We're going to be using iPayout, and you'll be able to get paid on a check. You'll be able to get money transferred to your bank account. You'll be able to, any particular way you can imagine getting paid. You can get it transferred onto a debit, credit card. Pretty easy stuff. Yes, we record all of our webinars and put them in the back office for people to listen to. Usually takes us about a day to render them and put them back up there for you. Yes, you can absolutely enroll people in the UK. We have people doing amazing in the UK and Australia. And funny story, when I was charging $2,500 to train people, and again, I had no skill sets and stuff. I had made the big leap to figure out Skype at this point, and this woman reached out to me, and she wanted me to train her in Australia for $2,500, and she wanted to do it on chat. Okay, now that was frustrating, but $2,500 was a lot of money. So I hopped on there, and what she would do was she would I'd walk her through the pages. Okay, now click on this. Okay, now click on this. And I didn't know how to screen share anything else. And she was like there. And then we'd just be at the punchline, just at the submit button, just at the holy grail of that training that day. It'd be time for me to go, okay, I'm done on chat. And she'd disappear for like an hour. And then she'd come back, and I'd sit here in front of my computer like a fool. And she'd come back and she'd say, oh, I'm sorry, I had to feed my daughter breakfast. And she wouldn't say, hey, I'll be back in a minute or anything. And so that was like blood coming out of my eyes to train her. But she ended up going up to, last I knew, I think she was making $50,000-$60,000 a year. And then she moved somewhere in Europe. But yeah, definitely worldwide. Great question here. What if someone buys from you and they go to Amazon and found out you're sold out? If they do that, we have backup, we have alternate sources. That happens maybe 1% of the time on a sale, and we have ways to excuse yourself from the sale and just move on without getting bad feedback. In fact, I ended my career with 100% feedback, and I don't know how many transactions. In fact, if you're not convinced yet, I've never done this, and this could just kind of blow up my face, so that'll be entertaining. I'm going to go over to Amazon.com, and I'm going to grab one of my old accounts. Okay, your account. That's not me. I'm going to grab one of my old accounts, and I'm going to just sign into it really quickly here. So I had multiple accounts on Amazon, which you don't need. It's just that I got so big, I had multiple people helping me fulfill the orders as we were going through. So when I click on your account, this will kind of show you your orders, track, modify your orders, view your orders. Let me go back to your order history. Your view, open orders, your orders, yeah, it should be here. And I'll probably have to go, and again, this could blow up my face, I've never done it. I'll go to 2008. Okay, I don't know what's there. And see what's going to come up. Could be nothing. I don't remember which accounts I used which year. 631 orders placed on that account. Let me go to 2009. $1,516 orders. Now, that's about 5 orders a day. Nobody normally purchases 5 orders a day and stuff, okay? And this is just one of the accounts, all right? 2010, go. And load this up. 1,891 orders on one of the accounts. That's about, what, 6 orders a day, all right? So, yeah, I promise you I didn't fool you by, in 2010, ordering 6 items a day on Amazon to go ahead and get you on this webinar. So yeah, just crazy money. And that was one account, 6 orders a day, say $30 to $60 profit a day on that particular account. That's 20-something thousand in profit on that one account. Okay. So I just thought of it. I've never done that in a webinar, actually. I'm glad it didn't like open up and send you guys my social security number. No, this is a great question. I almost mentioned it during the webinar, Bruce. Thanks for bringing this up. Did you make $1.2 to $1.8 million a year? No, I didn't. I sold 1.2, and sometimes people will get exaggerated and say, this guy made me millions a year. No, I sold 1.2. Probably my highest year, Bruce, about 180 to 200,000, something like that. And I'll tell you guys, the cool thing is and I'm just sharing stories here with you because I think they're important because they make it less salesman-like and they make it real. When I was doing this full time, I was up to about 2,500 listings. It was like I said it was like a slot machine. The more I sat here and listed, it always paid out. It was like a slot machine that always paid out. So you're in Vegas and the slot machine's always paying out. You wouldn't leave, right? You you'd pee in a bottle. Sorry, but I mean, you just wouldn't leave. So that's how I was. Now, when my daughter Riley was born, I was watching her, and I had to then go from I had unlimited time, do as much as I want, play around in front of a computer, to how much time do I actually have to put into this to maintain that money, high 100,000 plus. All right. And it was 6 hours. It was 6 hours. I don't remember the routine now. My daughter's turning 6, like I said, this Sunday. But I whatever it is, I'd get up and come downstairs and hop on and have her in one arm and watch a show or whatever. And whatever amount of time I had was 6 hours to do that. So that's when it was maxed. That was really, time for money, but not much time. Okay. The auto relist feature that would come. I'm trying to sift through guys here and make sure like we have some affiliates on here that'll have some questions, and I want to answer those in the help desk to help other folks that are looking at this for the first time get through this quickly. Would any kind of SEO or other online marketing get listings sold? Yeah. First of all, it's easy to bring in folks to grow the program underneath of you, Bruce. But also we do some things on Craigslist and Facebook. Greg asked about the posting limits on eBay because he doesn't have the Pro. And Greg, that's the information's all in there. eBay does have some limits on how much you can sell, but I show you how to sell and get around those limits and multiply them times 10 on what eBay shows you and how to get those limits lifted quickly in the videos, okay? The Marketing Extreme Pack will be $199 when it launches. That's a one-time fee, $199. And I'll tell you that the capture pages that are in there, they're worth it, let alone everything else. So awesome. The eBay title character count, it's 80. Roger, that's why I joined. I have so many people that want to do what I'm doing. I don't have time to train them, so I refer them to sign up with you. Thanks, Nicholas. That's awesome. I signed up through Rodney today, and he's a great coach. Everybody signed up through Rodney. Yeah, yesterday. Now we have a lot of great folks on here sharing this with people, and when we come out here, we I don't know if it rings through on here, but we're smiling the whole time. Like I'm not sitting in the room with Kevin, hey Tesh, but I can hear it in their voices, and we're just sitting here smiling. We don't. All right, guys, 1995. Let's hop off the calls here. Get there before the next person gets there. Make some money. Monster truck. We're not like that. We're sitting back. This is our ice cream after dinner, answering these questions, because the questions, I'm not reading them all off, but they're rolling through it. I'm trying to be specific to the person that have questions about the program, and they're just celebrating their accolades and stuff, and it's just fun. Can I do this in Canada? I live just north of Toronto. Well, I grew up in Nova Scotia, and I'm making sure you can do it in Canada. So yeah, you can absolutely do it in Canada. In fact, my mom, I try and tell as many stories as I can. Sorry if they're annoying. My mom, if you haven't heard this, she was wanting to learn eBay, and she's retired. She's 77 now. I think she was 73 at the time, something like that. And I started training her over the phone. This was back when I didn't have any online real skill sets, and not that I could get her on a screen share anyway. But I brought her over and I said, okay, I want you to go to ebay.com. Can't find it. And my mom, she's a strong Nova Scotia woman, and it's easy for us to start yelling like something off of the King of Queens or whatever that show is, where Arthur's on the show, like screaming. It's easier for us to do that when we get frustrated. We're screaming. I'm like, go to ebay.com, E-P-A-Y. And then like an hour later, she was typing out the word D-O-T. And eventually she got up, and she's able to do the training, and she's making great money on eBay. So yeah, and she's from Canada. I think it's best people have to follow through each level. Yeah, me too. I do too. You know, a typical webinar like this would end with a bunch of shots on it. Like it would show Monopoly and $3,000 next to it, and Extreme and $500 next to it, and lines crossed out of them. It's like, you get this $27,000 worth of product for $9.97. Not interested in that, because you know what? If we get you to spend $9.97, we're going to hurt you. And we're, you know, not that we have the magical skill set to hypnotize you or something like that, but we don't want to cripple folks that you know, are desperate. We want to build you up and start putting money in your pocket and growing you out and growing you and growing you and growing you. Now, again, some people have purchased all the products and they're doing absolutely amazing because they have really great coaching of the person that brought them in here, okay? And the person can move methodically through the program, all right? But when let's face it, when you buy something and it's huge and you've paid out all this money, a lot of times you'll just say, oh, I'll get to that when I get to it, and then it's a dusty old book in a corner, right? But here, where you buy something and incrementally go through it. Now, some of you guys might grab that big book and just read the whole dang thing. That's you. Rip it up, rock and roll. But others, they need to go methodically through. So we structure it that way. Okay. Rodney is in the house. You know what? You're going to be in the house, all right. I'm going to bring you out here if I can find you. There's so many people on here. It's crazy. Let me see if I can find you. We got a gentleman on here, and I met him in a previous company, and you know, we're just in a room full of people, just kind of a hi and stuff like that, and super great guy. And as I've gotten to know him more and more and more, I'm so moved by. He just called me tonight to tell me about something that someone needed help with, did not remotely benefit him financially at all, just wanted to give me a heads up that this person needed some help and to reach out to him and stuff like that. And that's how this cat is. And he's a bit crazy. Rodney, we're recording. Warning. Just kidding. But Rodney, I'm going to bring you out here, and I want to hear what you're seeing as a difference here in DS Domination versus anything you've ever done, my friend. Rodney, you're live.
Hello, Raj. Can you hear me, bro?
I got you.
Yes, man. I do know you guys are live, but I'm not that crazy. Man, what I've seen is, I mean, I've seen individuals who probably been following me for over 2-3 years finally say, wow, this is it. This is the thing that I've been looking for. It's a household name. You know, eBay, Amazon, you know, these businesses aren't going out of business tomorrow. They don't need to go out and get their moms or dads, sisters and brothers into this. They can do that by themselves. They can just sit down in front of the computer, copy and paste, you know, wait a little while, and they got some money in their account. And they've seen that first sale within the first 24 hours of them signing up. Some are even quicker than that. I've even had people say to me, Rodney, why didn't I think of that? You know, eBay, just go from one spot to another and copy and paste. And, you know, you got guys who are doing, what, $21 million in sales, you know, and I don't know what that is as far as their own, in their pocket money, but I'm sure it's a lot, you know. And then no one has ever put this into a network marketing predicament. And, you know, you're not really recruiting anybody. You're sharing information. It's like saying, hey, Roger, listen, I got this backyard and it's full of gold, and I need help just shoveling it out. You can have some. I mean, you're just sharing the information with, you know, some of your close friends or anybody you think that may had issues in the past, or even it's even available to help make enough money to sustain your primary program or another program to help retention that way also. So it has a lot of ways of helping you. I mean, I like it because now I don't shop anymore at Walmart. You know, I go right online and buy my stuff now because now I know how to shop for it. So that's what I've been seeing. And, you know, in the affiliate side, you know, people are breaking their necks to get into this and start listing their items. And they're like, Rodney, I've been looking for this all my life. This is it right here. Thank you so much. I finally found it, you know. and you don't need to really train somebody. You just, hey, go to the video, watch the video. After you watch the video, let me walk you through some little tricks that I've learned. You know, they help you out a little bit faster because they may have gone all in or they may haven't, but I still try to help them out. But I mean, that's what I'm so excited about. You know, I love helping people and seeing those big giant smiles on their faces and seeing all 400 teeth in their mouth, you know, being shown when they finally make a sale. Or I feel like a little kid because every morning, Rodney, I made 2 sales today. You know, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so they're getting it now. They're getting it. You know, and hey man, I'm excited about it. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help anyone, any person, and hey, I love the benefits of you got a car program coming out, and you got the leads thing coming out, and you got the software. I mean, we're at the beginning. Only what 8, 9, 10 days in. 10 days in. Right now, I'm over $3,000, and it's in the affiliate side. This thing after 30 days. Some of you guys have no idea how much money you be able to make. Not off the eBay side, the Amazon side, the Google side, Overstock side, and then on the affiliate side. That is so crazy. Hey man, oh my, hey, I don't mean to get too hyped. You know, I'm an exciting individual, but I'm excited, and that's all I gotta say, man. Unless you got a question for me.
No, that's awesome, Rodney. When I talk at Echo, so I'm going to mute you out for a second. I sure appreciate you popping out here. And, you know, just the other side of the story, there's so many we can't encompass in here. Like, why do I have this screenshot on the page? I'll come to that in just a second. But the waking up and seeing that I sold as I'm going through, there's a gentleman on here named Daryl, made $893.80 in gross sales in 4 days, pro user. Okay, and this is what I wake up to, and the thanks and the stuff like that. It's just, you can't understand that fulfillment. But what I wanted to put on the screen here is Rodney mentioned something really quickly. If you're in another company, this is a great way to support your team or bring folks in at DS Domination. They start making some money for the first time, build up a trust with you. Now, this is that Visalis I showed you earlier I talked about earlier. This is a company, and these are career records. These aren't. He did really well one week and went to this is the career record in this billion-dollar company, and I was their top enroller. Well, how did I do that? I don't have. I have less friends than you. I'll tell you right now. Like my neighbors and my immediate neighborhood. Online might be a different story, but in the real physical world, I don't have a lot of friends in my neighborhood, so I can't grow a network marketing company traditionally. But it's all about respect and how much people trust you, and a lot of that comes with making the money. So I made a lot of money with a lot of people showing them eBay. And then as they did that, they said, all right, I trust this guy. I want to work with this guy. As we went into Visalis, I made them a lot of money in there. I was also, I don't want to talk about my own applications, but a lot of people made money with me there. So I used the eBay, the DS Domination, as a funded proposal and made sure my entire team made money, at least with the eBay DS Domination aspect of it, while I grew up my network marketing business. So if you're another network marketing company, you would definitely consider that route in going that direction. And so just want to bring that out there since Rodney mentioned that, guys. All right, let me keep going through. And again, there's the sign-up link, and they're all cookied. So whoever invited you here to the webinar, you'll definitely end up as your sponsor. And if you're going through there and it just doesn't look like the guy or the girl that invited you there, it'll show you the referrer, then certainly stop and get back to them and say, hey, I was signed up through you, Mike, and it said Jello on there. Are you Jello or whatever? You know, awesome, Rick. Yeah, you can do this. This is easy. Yes, I've made money so far. Awesome, Emma. Great job. Laugh out loud easily. Waiting on first sale. Okay, I'm not going to go on here and just say everybody signed up and they're making money. This person said they're waiting on their first sale. Okay. And now I got to scroll down because I'm at the section where I asked everybody earlier on if they could hear me, and they could. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to answer a few more questions, guys, and you know, thanks again. What day? What is today? Wednesday? Wednesday at 10 o'clock. If you got little ones, I know they got to be up early. I tend to stay up through the night. It's easier for me to walk rally to the bus stop at 7 if I just stay up all night. Well, the webinar recorded. I was late. Yeah, again, it's being recorded. Make sure they know the person's username. Yeah, if you're signing up, make sure you know the person's username. A lot of times you'll recognize it, but don't sign up through the wrong person accidentally. Give the person the respect that shared this with you, that wants to help you, to make sure you sign up through their link properly. Okay, awesome. Let me go down through some more questions here. And I'll tell you, I missed my posse on here, my guys, my partners. Cost the extreme pack. That was the $199. That's not available yet though. Next 24 hours or so, that'll be out there. What is the main income generator? That's just the thing. That's a great question, and a rare. I don't have an answer for you, because I myself, I did a really deep 6-figure income with eBay, but at the same time, we're about 12 days old. No one's done a 6-figure income with it yet. It's going to happen in about 10 seconds. People are going so fast. So I think eventually sharing this program with everybody will be the best facet to get huge money, definitely residual money. But at the same time, there's huge money made with the training. That was an excellent webinar. Thank you. Is there a minimum amount of time one has to sign up for when enrolling? I apologize, I don't understand that question. So for the 1995 product, how long does it take to get up and rolling? I would say an hour. What you do is the videos probably maybe an hour and 20 minutes. The videos are about an hour and 20 minutes on how to get items up, and then the rest of them are ancillary videos on returns and things like that, and customer relations and things like that. So you watch I'd go through them once, and then go through the process, actually execute the process that's shown in the video the second time you went through. So I would think an hour and 15 minutes, you have your first item up. Definitely in 2-3 hours, you wouldn't be looking at the videos. You'd just be listing, and then you go back to the videos when something's sold and get that right. How do you become an affiliate? In the back office, once you're a member at the pro level or the elite level or whatever package you bought, it'll say inactive at the top. And to be an affiliate in network marketing, you have to segregate between the customer and the promoter or the affiliate or whatever you call them. So a customer would come in and get the training, whatever level they want, and go rock out eBay, go make money, go rock out Amazon. And I haven't even told you this, guys, yet, but we also have training in there in the Extreme Pack on how to sell on Google. And that is literally one click of the button. You can move all your items over from eBay, and you're selling on Google all of a sudden. And you're selling on eBay at the same time. But in the back office, if you want to make money with DS Domination by sharing it with people, you would pay $9.95 a month, and that would be considered an affiliate. And on the top left, when you're back there, you would click on the top left and click on the inactive and activate yourself. Just a little testimonial. I have sold $1,700 in a week. Congratulations, Danielle. That's awesome. You are all awesome. Thank you. First time on the webinar, but saw an example about averaging $5 per listing. So with the Pro Pack, and is it reasonable to think 100 postings can be done in 1 week or 2? If you needed $500 for I don't know, a kidney transplant or something, you could get those 100 listings up in a day. And it's just math. And it's not me going, I'm real good and I could do it in 8 hours. Okay, it's math. Once you've put up about 5 or 10 listings, it's going to take you 4 minutes to put up a listing. 100 listings, 4 minutes is 400 minutes, okay, which is 6 hours and 45 minutes. 6 hours and 45 minutes, put them up. You'll do a little research in between there, and you'll find one person, and you'll find like 10, 20 items there, and then spend a little more time, do a little bit of research. Not much, but definitely you could knock off 100 listings in 12, 16 hours easily. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? I know what you're doing tomorrow. Can this be done in the Caribbean islands? Yes, it can. We have training modules that specific for out-of-country participants. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to show you how to get your account set up in there. We're going to show you specific vendors that you can use. It's all about whether the American vendors accept your billing information as you're checking out and shipping the product to the customer. It's not, you're using the American eBay and the American PayPal and the American supplier. All we have to do is make sure that they have a billing section that will have your territory or wherever you're at in the world that can accept that. And there's training on that. Wifey is from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, Sydney Mines. Oh, yes, I know exactly where that is. I can't wait to get home and get a Donair. You know what that is. Nobody else does, and I'm not going to explain it. Trent Weidman rocks. Well, I'll argue that. No, I'm just kidding. Great story there, too. You know, I won't go too much into detail because I haven't had the opportunity to share this, but Trent lives in South Carolina. He's an entertainer. And I met him, I don't know, I didn't meet him actually yet, but I've gotten to know him online stuff about 3-4 months ago. And he's gone into some network marketing companies, and he's an entrepreneur, and I guess his wife didn't want to do the former network marketing companies, and she is just so blown away by this. He keeps putting up her screenshots, and just they're so excited about this. And she actually put one up last night. She sold 2 bleep. I'm not allowed to say because I promised I wouldn't tell, but they were $600 and something sale, and did really well. They had a little miscalculation on it actually, but they ended up, I think, got $50 or $60 profit on that for, again, 4 minutes work. You have an amazing sponsor in Trent. Thank you for structuring the steps. Absolutely. I would start with opening the account in Panama. That's my coach. Go Rodney, you rock. Awesome. Great question. After I learned to sell on eBay, why should I continue with the membership? Because you love us. No. There are many changes and fluidity in a model, both in eBay and your suppliers. Okay, not only that, but we're going to be uploading software that'll make your life that much easier. And without going into detail, you'll be saying, I don't want to pay $20 a month to save myself 30 hours a month of my time. It'll just be math. And it'll be like, are you worth 10 cents an hour? I mean, that's what it'll be. Okay. Put up 8 listings yesterday around noon, made 1 sale yesterday, another today. Steve L. Awesome. Hey, if you're going to send me a comment on success or anything, if you could sign it, because all I see on the right is the asker, and it'll say STEP. So what I was trying to say, I got distracted, was I know that's going to be Steven, but I only see part of the name. So if you could sign off on your question, that'd be awesome. Dawn Z, DAWNZ. I can't. Do you need much help from your sponsor? It depends, Dawn, on what facet of the business you're growing. If you're going over and doing eBay, just strictly eBay, you don't. If you're going to grow the business, there's a lot of sponsors and folks in here that will have skill sets at marketing and stuff like that. Oh, I love this question, but I don't think you're going to like the answer, St. Clair. Do you have any quick tips for finding popular items on Amazon.com? Here's what's popular. If you're on eBay like I was and I found that Coleman speckled dishware set earlier tonight, if I find adult diapers and I'm making money that can make money on them, that's what's hot. Okay, you don't go looking for hot items, and you don't stay in your mindset of, you know what, I really like skiing, so I'm going to sell ski stuff, or I really like camping, so I'm going to sell all camping stuff. It's not about that. Your visitors are 18-year-old kids and 80-year-old grandmas, all right, coming to you. This isn't a physical store of what you like to sell. You can certainly sell stuff you like, but don't restrict yourself. Use that model of that sold for 30, I can sell it for 29, and I can still pick up $10 or $50 or $100. Okay? Well done, Rodney. Rodney Burton from the basement. Awesome. Let me check something really quick here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to double check this page here really quick. Someone said they couldn't sign up. Uh-oh. You guys crashed the page with so many visits. Let me try something here for you. Nope. So at this point, guys, you guys have so many people have signed up, the page is down. Well, that's good, I guess, how you look at it. Get back to the person that brought you here, okay? Awesome. Okay, so let me go over and grab another question. Let's bring up some Google so we have a pretty screen here. Thank you for that, Patrick. I'm an elite. I'm fulfilling orders while I'm listening. After becoming pro, all step by step on how to list items from Amazon. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. You're looking over my shoulder, watching me do it. This is Johnny Gonzalez. Just made $90 the first day. The second day made $97. Thanks. You're welcome, my friend. Four sales today, Rob. Just made my first sale, Joe. I wish I had joined this first before I joined all the crappy programs out there. Yeah, I wish we had put it together first, you know. Thanks, Roger. You're welcome. Don't thank me. There's a lot of people that went behind this, and there's a lot of people. I don't know. I'm getting a little emotional here with this stuff. There's we're all equal, right? And we just got fooled some step of the way. We were told to get an education, we'll get a job, or we were told to buy real estate, or we were told to get a 401k program or a retirement fund and we'd be all set, you know, or we were told if we put in a hard day's work, we would earn an honest living. And we were fooled, all right? So now here's a chance for us to fool them a little bit and make it on our own, because that's certainly what it's going to require in this economy now. Don't get me fired up in that direction. It's Thursday afternoon in New Zealand. Awesome. There in your back office, the affiliate recordings under your affiliate tab. Stephen, you would go back to how you heard about us and reach out to them, and they will give you a link. When is the next webinar? Just signed up with West Wingo. We're having, we actually had a comment that can we streamline these webinars, do them every night, do them every other night, and we'll try and put that in place. But we like to have three of us out here, and right now, with all the program that's going on, launching the Extreme and the CPA products and stuff like that, it's a little bit choppy waters, but we're doing them 3, 4, 5 times a week. So I would anticipate on Friday or Saturday the next one. And I didn't even tell you guys this. I mean, after we built this out and did 200 and something $1,000 in sales in a week or something crazy, and took over the Alexa ranking for Visalis and had all of this celebration and stuff like that, we had somebody come along and say, you know what, honestly, this blows my mind. I could do this. I don't have 20 bucks. I don't have 20 bucks. And it wasn't about that isolated person saying, well, okay, let's give him $20. It was about there's a lot of people out there like that. So we're actually putting in what are called CPA offers in the back office. And CPA offers, let me grab my pen. In the business world, there's companies out there that want people to try their products. And they think if you try their product, you'll buy their product. So they say something like, hey, if you fill out this survey, we'll give you some money. Or if you download an app to your phone, we'll give you some money. And for a minor action, their goal is to say, okay, if you download this app, we think eventually you'll buy from us. And we've done a study, and we realized that our customers are worth 200 bucks. So they may pay you $20 or $30 to download that app. And we're going to put all of these offers in the back office. And what happens then is the guy can go from zero that doesn't have $20 to $50, $100, $150 and take that money and start doing the pro, and then work themselves to the elite, and then work themselves to a call like this where they celebrate their success. And that's what it's all about. You put your left foot in and you shake it all about. Just kidding. How many listings per day would you suggest? Man, I'll tell you, that's a deep question, deeper than you think. And I'll tell you why. When I got up to 400 listings on eBay, I was like, oh, that's it. I can't go any further. I'm exhausted. But I wasn't even close to exhausted. It happened to be at about 400 listings. I could pay my monthly bills, and then I could eat pizza on the weekend. So I was exhausted. But it wasn't true. I actually, I did in 6 hours work, I was controlling 2,500 listings. So that question about how many listings per day, that has to do with glass ceilings and how deep you want to go and what you want out of your life. And you can do the math on it, and you can see the trends of it. So it depends on how big you want to go, really, on how many listings a day. I think the most I did was like 160 something one day, and that wasn't typical. I mean, I'm not a machine. I get tired or I get bored with it too. So, but I don't know. I spent a lot of money over Christmas one year and went out and started banging out listings. Great question, Ryan. If they pass up the pro and just join the elite level, would they miss the training? Now, recognize that, Reggie, somebody has brought you to this call, and I'm sure they're good people too. I don't want to say that, but obviously if you've got the elite, more money for them and stuff like that, more money for the company. But I really think you should get the pro. You'd be missing out on some of the training yet, definitely. How do we get customers to leave feedback? I think you're probably in the program already, and I wanted to save those questions for the help desk, but you can't control it. They'll leave feedback 1 out of 3 times for an experienced seller. If you're new, generally they'll leave feedback 50% of the time. And eBay also sends them drip emails, nudging them towards leaving you feedback. Good question. I see you asked it 3 times. That's awesome. 4 times. Oh, thanks, Ron. Appreciate that. That's that popular items question again. And awesome. Okay, cool. I've answered everything. Well, guys, thanks so much for having me out here, and thanks for staying tuned. A lot of people brought you out here, and get back to them, get with their links, and get yourself going on this. It's Wednesday, and I'll tell you what, it's September 4th. Isn't that crazy? Football starts this week. Leaves are going to start falling, depending where you're at, and you're going to turn on the television set shortly, and you're going to say, "I can't believe it's snowing in Green Bay," or something like that. And you're going to realize it's winter before you know it. With winter comes what? Winter comes Christmas. And I'll tell you, if you get in now, you get your account up and running and established, I'm going to put my name on here for Christmas cards because you're going to make so much money starting about November 4th or November 5th, and particularly in late November and the first 2 weeks of December. It is insanity. Okay, now you're going to make it anyway when you're in here, but the more established you are and the more listings you have up, it's like, do I want to pick up an extra couple grand for Christmas or 20 grand for Christmas? That's what's hanging out at stake. Okay, you're going to be the guy, the girl at Christmas that has the extra gifts, that kicks in the extra stuff, because it's just a blast, and it doesn't stop in January either. There's all kinds of action on eBay in January, but Christmas is amazing. I would encourage you guys all to get started, and thanks for having me out here. I sure appreciate it, you guys coming out, people referring you, and just rocking DS Domination, and we're proud, and we're going to do right by everybody. And thanks, guys. Have an amazing night. Take care.
Learn how you can create an online income by leveraging two of the largest online stores, Amazon and eBay. Click on the link below and get started today.